Hi, and welcome to our resting place. ASMR. Caregivers will know the sensation of finding 5 minutes in your vehicle to just sit back and take a breather. Caregivers will know the sensation of guilt, the feeling like you're not doing enough. Caregivers will know that incredible sensation of anxiety, depression, and feeling in limbo. Caregivers will know the sensation of being put into disarray, the wanting to avoid the difficult circumstance. Caregivers know the sensation of isolation. Caregivers understand the sensation of love and devotion, of putting everything else on hold to help your loved one. Caregivers know the respite of a coffee, of what a coffee can give you. That break. Caregivers know that everything else simply won't matter as much. Caregivers know in the absurdity of life. Gosh, I could reel off a list forever. Caregivers, I know how you feel, where you're at, or no matter what the condition that you're supporting for that person. Across the board, anxiety, stress, depression, I understand. Every time I choose a place to record, I'll try and find a place of solace. That's when we're swamped with the requests of others to provide. This is sometimes what it's like to be a caregiver. Not just a caregiver, obviously. I'm speaking directly to caregivers right now. The sound of the rain is beautiful, isn't it? I initially tried to do a companionship and conversation video, but when I went walking in the forest, there was just like non-stop people around, loudness, and then it started raining, so that made it impossible to do. So here we are, doing what we do as caregivers, taking 5 minutes to breathe, to enjoy our coffee. posting your thoughts, feelings and emotions up on welcoming forums that cater to your particular role as a caregiver helps. For me, I found supporting frontal lobe dementia, for example, over the past 3 years, finding a lot of the dementia related support groups on Facebook helped me somewhat. If you're feeling the strains and the pressure of stress, it is worth pursuing a conversation with your GP or your family doctor about a therapist, a counsellor, a psychologist, cognitive behavioural therapy. The benefits are there. It's an incredibly rewarding job to be able to give your time and support to others. Conversely, it's important to remember that you have time to yourself, because it's easy to spread yourself thin. Definitely guilty of that. Yeah. But you know what? There's a lot of there's a lot of growth to be had in helping others. I'm always trying to word things correctly when I lack the vocabulary sometimes. There's a sense of doing all that you can, and sometimes that's all you can do, and making peace with that is the one, regret of not doing is a far more scarier prospect as a caregiver. I wanted to do a caregiver video since I began the channel, really, and then this seemed like the most appropriate time to do so. It's okay to have a bit of time to yourself as a caregiver. It's okay, because you have a life as well. And you need to be a little bit selfish sometimes in self-care. Happiness is a selfish thing, and self-care is important. If you're helping others, how are you going to help them best unless you help yourself to be in the best possible space that you can be? Not being too proud to receive help when it's offered. That might be in abundance, that might be in small drips and drabs. Don't be too proud to accept help. Found out the hard way. There will always be challenges as a caregiver, whether it be daily, hourly, every minute, weekly, monthly, in the progression of things. Recognize that this is just the reality of things. And that it doesn't necessarily need to be all-consuming, world-ending because of the thoughts, feelings and emotions you put into something. there's no time like the present to make small changes, even if it involves, for me, getting up 5 minutes earlier in the morning so I could have a little bit of time to adjust and to wake up, to enjoy a coffee, to get my head on straight, shall we say, to get my brain functioning for the daily tasks ahead. Small changes, very minuscule changes. Sometimes those small changes won't happen for months thereafter, but the smallest one that can relieve any stress you feel is very beneficial, I found. Okay. I don't want to ramble on too long. I just wanted to check in with this caregiver ramble to let you know that you deserve wellness and quality of life as well, and you control that. So take stock of how you're doing. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.